Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Beach City Esports stream here this beautiful Saturday, June 11th. We got the weather out, it is hot, and we are straight into the action as we have the Silver Trash Pandas playing against the Lake Norman Stealth. A really good match to start off our morning. Let's get right into it with 3 seconds left. We are going to see Lake Norman burst through the door with Reinhardt kill a Merc. A famous Reinhardt around these parts. Very good player, but Trash Pandas are here to play. As we see the shield set down by Dragon playing as Orisa. They're going to keep these shots coming and try to hold them from getting through this spawn side. As we do see a Cassidy trying to make their way up the stairs. But as 2 fall for the Lake Norman Stealth, the Trash Pandas are off to a great start. Alright. Looks like Beach City doing a really good job of just keeping them contained on this point. As you see Sigma doing a ton of damage, trying to get that Reinhardt shield out of the way as Lake Norman will pull out a Bastion. But it doesn't look like that's going to be too much of an issue as the Bastion's forced to retreat. Mercy there to heal. But Beach City looking really good, not letting anyone get through this doorway. You have to wonder, will there be someone from the stealth side able to sneak through top stairs and start heading towards the payload? As it doesn't quite look like it. They are going to try going through this separate doorway though. Beach City just posted up in front of their main spawn door. Here we go, Stealth making a huge push to get through. There's Reinhardt going through the side door. Inside there with Bastion as we try to take a closer look. They're able to drop Bastion with Reinhardt, last one left. You have 3 players there focusing him. As the ult comes in, but not in time. It's enough for 4 players to get over there. Really great teamwork there by the Trash Pandas to just, overload Reinhardt there. It doesn't really give him much to do. As Stealth is going to regroup with 1:45 left. Roadhog steps out and gets taken out quickly. Shield comes up from Orisa as Reinhardt's going to start moving through that side area. Seeing if they're able to get through as the pin comes. Able to take out very spooky, excuse me. And here comes Roadhog, misses the hook. Going to get focused now by Wild Rage in the team. And they are taken out swiftly. As there is not a whole lot the Stealth can do with Trash Pandas sitting on the payload. They have to get some eliminations if they want to move this thing at all. But Beach City does not look like they're about to budge. But Bastion able to get behind, putting shots from the side. Orisa doesn't notice, gets put to sleep by Ana. This could be the time for the Stealth to make a move. As we do see Koki Chioma sneaking through the back. Will Beach City notice they're able to get through there? Putting shots onto Grebins. Grebins gets taken out. As there's a player behind, I don't think Dragon knows about it. Although we do see Wild Rage focusing that Ana. Here comes Koki Chioma trying to sneak through this side. Get some dynamite in, get another quick kill like they were able to get on Grebins, although I do believe Grebins was revived in that situation. Looks like Grebins on the hunt. Just going to put their turret down on the side and try to find where this player might have headed. As they are just posted up back here, able to get free shots, but not doing a ton as Grebins gets their revenge, spots them out, and eliminates them. As we go into overtime, we only have Ana and Roadhog left. Not quite on the point. As here comes Sebastian. Gonna do their best to try and set up right here on the objective, but gets taken out. Only Ana left. Can anyone for the Stealth get out in time to get on this payload? It does not look like it. As round 1 goes to the Trash Pandas. Man, they came out swinging real quick. They were just sitting on their spawn and just, you know, not really giving them an opportunity to, like, find a setup and start getting this payload moving. As we switch sides, we're going to give the Trash Pandas a chance to get out of that spawn. We'll see if they're able to do it. Well, I wonder if Lake Norman will try to go for one of the same strategies and hold them out the gate, or maybe play back and, like, hold through this first choke point and get anyone that comes through. But the interesting part about this area is there is a staircase here, and you're also able to wrap through on this side. But because the objective is to push the payload, those routes will only help you get a flank and possibly eliminate players to help you get on the payload. But there's nowhere you can go unless it's here. As we get ready, we'll start seeing the stealth team running over as Beach City in their room. Reaper showing off the sprays. As they let those bells have it. Getting the aim warmed up. As we'll head on outside to see how stealth is set up. Looks like they're going to go for one of the same strategies. Just straight onto the payload. As the Trash Pandas, cool idea, coming from the top here. Doing something they just wouldn't quite expect. And it looks like it worked out. But I believe something went wrong here. Possibly we had some players DQ out of the game, and we'll get it rebooted. Let me work on that for y'all, and I will have an answer for you shortly. We will be right back, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hello everyone, sorry about that. That was poor understanding from my part. Because they were able to be so dominant holding that payload, they basically only B-City basically had to get a foot on it, and that would give them the win. So they take the first game up 1-0 in the series against Lake Norman Stealth. Trash Pandas just, man, they have been practicing hard, and if it is very clear, you can see it from a mile away. I'm lucky enough to be able to witness and really analyze these games each week, and the practices as well, and just seeing them excel so much has been really cool to watch. Definitely have a great squad here as we start heading over to our Trash Pandas. We are here on Watch Point Gibraltar. You might recognize this map. It looks a little bit like the training grounds. As Trash Pandas get the information they wanted to see, they know where stealth is set up, and we will beat them out the door first. As we get going, every single player gonna hold this top balcony. One will jump off. It's very spooky. He's gonna get behind. Gonna be able to do really good damage here. Looks like he's trying to focus the support players. Nobody spotted him out yet. As Killer Merc doing their best to hold the line. Not knowing Very Spooky's right behind, getting good shots in, and they will fall as Beach City is going to hop onto this objective and start moving it. And it looks like all 6 fell there for the stealth. As they're going to have to reset up on this first checkpoint, as Roadhog is just getting straight in the mix. Gets taken out quite quickly, as Anna does as well. And we get ready to run into Killer Merc over here. Junkrat gonna find themselves a good little spot in this doorway, but Dragon headed up that direction. No one noticed Junkrat though, so might be able to do a ton of damage here if nobody noticed. But there's Wild Rage, gonna spot him out. Gets in there and takes him out quickly and keeps moving. Great play by Wild Rage. Now they're gonna focus their sights on Roadhog, who's gonna get the heal off in time, but with 6 players looking at them, is definitely gonna fall. Noodles up top trying to get those shots in as Mercy. You know, obviously a support player not able to do a ton. Trash Pandas spot them. And they're gonna send Very Spooky up to take care of this. The 1v1 battle, Very Spooky versus Mercy. And Noodles is able to come out on top. We head back into the action. You know, because Noodles was able to take that huge 1v1, they're going to be able to sit back here and do a lot of damage. But the thing is, you know, it is a Mercy. You would like to see Noodles get back on their team and keep the healing going as they go for the res. A great play, able to get Anna up, but going to fall relatively quickly as Wild Rage is there along with Dragon. As DJ Reaper uses their ultimate, focuses on the Roadhog, takes him out quite quickly. That's 2 checkpoints done. We have 5 minutes and 40 seconds still to get this to the last objective. It looks like Lake Norman's a bit split up here. We head on over. Great chain by Roadhog, but Dragon, our Roadhog, able to get out of it as they're using their ultimate, but does get stunned by Killer Merc before Killer Merc is taken out, so not able to finish the eliminations with that ultimate, but did get to stop Dragon's ultimate. So not a bad play by Killer Merc there. We saw Roadhog for the stealth doing their best to just stop this payload from moving. But with 3 players on them, it's not going to be easy as Dragon starts heading back to help out with that. But Roadhog is taken out by Very Spooky. Grevin's playing as Orisa. Gets pushed back by that pin from Killer Merc. Doing a ton of damage on Orisa. Gonna need some help. DJ Reaper doesn't see them in the back. Getting chased down. Does end up getting taken out. And Lake Norman stealth putting something together here. You know, Trash Panda is still getting very close to this finish line. But they are able to pick up a couple of eliminations. It could be enough if they're able to focus on these players. Looks like they're going to try and focus on Grebbins, who was revived. Noodles able to get their Junkrat back up. It's going to be a huge fight. It looks like all 6 from both teams here. And that will do it with a quick 5 eliminations to wipe the stealth off the point. Trash Pandas are on fleek today. Looking absolutely incredible. Just one thing you really notice right away is the teamwork. Like, man, you see the Roadhog sitting on the payload. There's 4 players trying to take him out. You see Reinhardt trying to come through a cubby. There's 6 players there to focus on the Reinhardt. So, just absolutely incredible teamwork here from the Trash Pandas so far. I imagine the communication is just sounding perfect. As we head on over to the start side of this map. Watch Point Gibraltar. Here we go. It is the Trash Panda's turn to try and hold Lake Norman. If we learned anything from that first game of this series, is Trash Pandas were not afraid to just hop onto the enemy payload and just not allow it to move a foot. We'll see if Stealth is able to have some more success here as they try to get this payload to each objective. With 5 seconds left, we're about to start. Some beautiful turrets by Very Spooky, gonna make it really difficult for anyone who tries to come out that front door on the top balcony. As right away you see the shots coming in, Killermerk forced to have to get those out of the way before he hops down, but he is down. Very Spooky really in the mix. Jimbo Slice next to him though, able to get those heals coming in. Grevins takes out Anna. Dragon takes out Killermerk. His Junkrat's able to trade with Wild Rage, but Very Spooky able to take out the Roadhog, and as 3 fall for the Lake Norman Stealth. Beach City's looking real good as they have 1 res. And all 6 still alive here for the Trash Pandas. They're going to keep this setup, as we see Very Spooky going to keep bringing in those turrets, which are going to cause some real issues for anybody that tries to get out. As Roadhog able to get behind, tries to just run into the mix, maybe get one, go to the grave with them. Does a really good job of backing up there. Junkrat has top balcony for the Stealth and is able to rain down some damage with that cannon they got, but forced to retreat as they do get sniffed out. Beach City Trash Pandas, man. Just in absolute top form. As we'll try and switch over to some more first-person point of views. We'll look at Wild Rage here. Working on the Roadhog. Sigma brings the pain. Riker, DJ Reaper able to help him out real quick. Wild Rage a little bit newer to the Overwatch scene, but from what I've been able to witness, he's just natural gamer, looking really good. I know he likes to play Soldier, and here we're seeing a nice display of Baptiste. He's doing a really good job of listening to his coach, and you know, obviously having that raw talent makes it a little bit easier for him to hit those shots. So he's gonna focus on Roadhog here. Beautiful shots, and Jimbo Slide will get the elimination, but not without Wild Rage getting a huge assist for that, all that damage he did. Jimbo Slice is going to clean up Anna as well. I'm telling you, the teamwork is crazy. Once they see someone, they call it out, and they choose which person they want to focus. Dragon, their job is just to make sure Junkrat stops going on that balcony. As the ultimate comes in, going to keep everyone real healthy. Junkrat ult comes in and actually takes out 3. So if Stealth has an opportunity, this is it. They need to start pushing through. Jimbo Slice is able to get a revive onto Wild Rage, and we don't see anyone from the Stealth really able to push out after that 3-piece. But a really great play by Rain the Pain for Stealth. You know, an awesome ultimate, able to drop it over those shields. Just not quite able to get the team to pull anything out of it. But here we go. Killermerk comes up with 2 eliminations. He should be forced to focus on Roadhog. Maybe not quite looking to the left what's going on. That's Wild Killermerk trying to do everything right now. Try and get his team back in the game. And that's exactly what they're going to do. They get the whole Trash Panda squad wiped out. Maybe just got a little too comfortable, as we're going to get ready to see if Trash Pandas... There's only 15 seconds left. You'd imagine they try to hold him on this first checkpoint, not allow him to get any more time. We're going to try and head on over there. Here they are. Only Killermerk left on this. As he's taken out, the overtime clock will run out. Really, really good effort by them there. But you see the turrets over here. You see the Trash Pandas. You see all 6 players. Just making it extremely difficult to get any more time on the clock. Really to even move that payload. But right here, I think this was a play I was about to bring up. Rain the Pain and Killermerk. 2 really big highlights for the Stealth squad to walk away with. Is they look great today. You know, obviously not the results they wanted. I'm sure they would have liked them to get a little further in these games, drag them out a little longer, obviously win. But the players came out to play. You know, missing 2 with the AI, that's gonna hinder your squad's ability with communication because you're not totally able to control what those players do. But really great effort by them. They're always awesome to work with, awesome to play against. Really great talent over there. So thank you so much for running it with us. But overall, Beach City Trash Pandas Silver Squad is the real deal, folks. They know what they're doing, and they are going to be a problem this season. I am telling you. Thank you so much for being here with me for that first game. I think we're going to be right back in about a minute, 2 minutes as we hop into our Goddesses game. It's another silver game, Augusta Gnomes versus the Beach City Goddesses. So we will be right back real quick. Thank you. Like I said, folks, we are right back here real quick. We are spectating the Beach City Goddesses against the Augusta Gnomes. This is a Silver League match. We're not quite able to get into the lobby in time because I was in that other game, so we are only going to have the perspective of Leah. This is Mushroom Cat 5. A really consistent player who's been in the league a long time. You know, I get to work with her next door a little bit. She interns. Really intelligent person, so really intelligent player is what comes from that. As we do see them fall, but able to take out one with their ultimate before so. So it looks like the Goddess is not doing a bad job. You know, it looks like they're getting held back by some ultimates at the moment, but were able to get to that first checkpoint, so that payload is not going to go anywhere. With a minute 50, they're going to try and come up with a strategy to get on that big red P, which is an escort. And when you have players on it and no enemies on it, it will start moving. And that's what those, if you look at the very top, you'll see the bar with the blue P up to that first blue checkpoint. Those 2 tabs are checkpoints, so they're going to try and get to that next red one, which will add more time to the clock and give them a better chance of coming out with some more points here. Goddess is not quite able to find a big pick that's going to allow them to start moving forward. But Leah says, put that on my shoulders. I will do what I can. As they're almost able to take out the Moira. That's exactly what she does. That's one of the big picks I was talking about they're going to need. But as we see 3 here, Leah doing her best to move this payload. The shots are coming from behind her. It looks like her teammates are there with her. Trying to take out that Sigma who was low, but that Sigma was able to get the healing orb and stay alive in that situation. As you see Squeakmouth go for the res, but Augusta Gnome 1 playing as Roadhog, able to sniff it out and get the hook and get the elimination as well. As Leah will remember that and is going to try and focus the Roadhog, able to get behind the team. This is going to allow for her to move the payload because they don't quite notice her yet. Able to take out that Sigma she was trying to get earlier. And this is really good for the Goddesses. So he's going to try and keep the heals going. Roadhog getting in the mix, able to get the chain and takes him out. As the rest of the squad's trying to pull up, as we see Soldier get taken out. The timer will run out. Goddess is able to get 1 point on the board in this first round. Not a bad start. We'll see how their defense plays out.
This is personalized.
Different than.
Are you great? You know how to use that one? Yeah. Alright, cool. The best I did. No, we can.
Alright, as we see the lineup for the Goddesses.
Woo!
Looking pretty good to me, a Zarya and a Sigma. So we will have team shields
Nehemiah.
and individual
Our
shields,
goal?
which are really good.
Nehemiah. Okay, follow me. Follow me.
Big sip of water.
Nehemiah, our goal is for them to separate. We don't want them to stay together. They keep on together.
Like I said, over here in Southern California,
Stand right
if
here,
you're
Nehemiah.
watching from the East Coast, it is
Stand right
getting
here,
warmer
okay?
and warmer, and I'm sure it might be for you
Nehemiah,
as
stand
well.
right here.
If you're from somewhere out of or not in California, I would love to hear where you're from. If you're able to be active in the chat, I'm always here ready to read and engage in some conversation. So feel free to let me know where you're from. As we see, the goddess is just gonna post up. They're gonna allow them to get through those front doors. A little bit different than we saw in the Trash Pandas game. A different strategy, but we'll see how it works out. Holding this top position is gonna allow for all the teammates to get healed when they need to if they're able to back up to the point.
Look up behind you! Behind you!
And we're able to get up here and disrupt things. There's a Roadhog who's gonna try and jump off. Still looking very healthy because of that healing orb.
Letting him move.
Leah
very
able to
low.
get off there. Mushroom Cat. And Augusta doing a good job of just staying squatted up and slowly going one by one to each goddess player. The goddesses are not out of this. They're able to keep that Sigma healthy. They're going to be able to get a lot going. It's Zebin's playing as Sigma. She is the real deal as Sigma, folks. This is one of the best Sigma players I've been able to personally witness. I know she puts in the work. I saw her playing some competitive before we started today. She knows exactly what she's doing, and so does Mushroom Cat. She gets that ultimate going, able to push these players back. They don't want to give Augusta even a point
Move
here,
back the payload.
as there's still 2 minutes left, but we have all 6 here to try and push this payload back. Orb of Discord goes out. That's going to make someone really feel the damage. Is Mushroom Cat doing a really great job of just mixing up heals and damage? You know, she tries to force players backwards, but once she takes a little bit of damage, she'll use that teleport to get back and heal her squad. And if you're just tuning in, we will only be watching from the point of view of Mushroom Cat for this game, as we are not spectators in the lobby, so we are going strictly through our NDI screen capture here inside Beach City Esports.
Go again.
Right, as we see Mushroom Cat coming in with the heals, trying to keep our Junkrat healthy. Doing a really good job getting that damage into, like I said, able to take out the Moira, able to take out the Roadhog, and they're just able to stop the point from getting up. Hanzo's up there on the bridge and gets a beautiful shot on Leah.
Good job, good job.
Goddesses are gonna do their best to just stay on this payload and keep moving it backwards slowly but surely. Man, a Shirley Temple sounds good, I'll tell you that much.
I have my
Here
ultimate.
we
Technically,
go.
I
They're gonna
just
start
need to hit
moving
one
forward,
shot.
trying to push this payload back to where it came from. Orbit Discord comes through. It's gonna give Zevins a really good shot at doing a ton of damage. As Zevins is low, and ultimate comes through from the enemy Sigma. That's probably gonna be enough for them to get this checkpoint through. They are able to get that first checkpoint with 3 minutes left. They're gonna try and stop him from getting any more than that. Oh, get! Wow, what a must have been Zevins who came in with a beautiful ultimate to save Mushroom Cat.
Yes, he's down.
Mushroom Cat says, I need to help put in some damage. Gets right in the mix there, but does ultimately get taken out. You see Squeaky Mouse heading
heals.
back over
I need heals.
to where the action is going down.
Just hustle back, just hustle back, just hustle back.
All right.
Don't shoot, don't shoot.
Leah manages to get back onto this point. And we do not see the payload has moved much since reaching that checkpoint. Good heals there onto the team. We are going to see one fall.
No, it's been destroyed.
as Leah gets taken out by Hanzo. Hanzo is a really powerful character, does not have a lot of health on them, so they're easy to take out when you can see them, but usually as a Hanzo you'll see them jumping all over the place, staying in the back. As the Goddess is not quite able to pull it off. As Augusta is able to push it just far enough to get the win. But really good effort by the Goddesses. I mean, they were right there. They were so close to holding it until we saw some ultimates come in from the side of Augusta.
It's not even a double kill.
Great job by BC Sports 1, our Junkrat. Doing a ton of damage. Able to earn the play the game with a beautiful bouncy Betty play.
Yeah. 14,490.
Choose what map we're going to be on for this second game of the series, as the Goddesses will try and tie it up and put it into a match 3. We will be right back.
I did 10,000 healing.
I was so close to 40 kills.
Alrighty, we have our game 2 of the Beach City Goddesses versus the Augusta Gnomes of our Silver League. We see Sevens get hit with a giant rock from a enemy Sigma right off the bat there. As we see Leah trying to get out, push the team back a little bit so that her team's able to get towards that escort. Good heals by Leah.
The eye itches. Watch out, the hog is on the left side.
Alright, so they're able to get outside. You know, once you're able to get through those spawn doors, you're definitely in a lot better shape. Just need to get some picks here, get some eliminations. Give yourself a chance to stack on this payload and start moving forward. As Lydia is doing it all, she is healing, she is dealing damage. She's already got her ultimate, and I do believe we're gonna see it come out here soon. As they're just trying to get this Roadhog eliminated. And here comes the ultimate, takes out 1. Now it's gonna focus on the Sigma, takes out 2. Now gonna focus on the Roadhog. Mushroom Cat takes out all 3 with a little help from her team, and they are going to focus on the Lucio and start moving this payload. Man, that was some beautiful play by the Goddesses. Mushroom Cat able to do so much there to get her ultimate so quick. As we already see her back at 23%. Trying to focus. That play right there does just that and gets the elimination. Now gonna go into this cubby and try to get this player eliminated. The damage is there, the player is low, and they will get eliminated. Now back onto the Sigma, takes him out with a melee. As a res does come in from Squeak Mouse to keep her team up on this payload, doing a beautiful job of moving this thing. Mushroom Cat trying to get up there, gets the elimination. Now he's gonna come back and send those heals in. Does get stunned, but the team is there to back her up. Now she's just trying to keep that Sigma low. You want to get rid of these tanks once you have all those other players taken out. We have a Roadhog. Sigma does get taken out by Neo. Lucio taken out. It's Roadhog's turn. Orbit Discord on him.
I'm coming, guys. I'm coming.
Healing Orb. Able to push the Roadhog back. Gets through the first objective with 3 minutes and 50 seconds. They are in good shape right now. She sees the soldier forced to back up, but does get the Orbit Discord out. Comes back for the heals. We've been seeing her do so well, just going back and forth between damage and healing. Now sees the Sigma gonna take some time, as the Sigma was using that ability that converts damage into heals, so you don't want to give them any of that. And here is the ultimate. Time to focus on the Sigma. Gets stunned by the Roadhog. That will cancel the ultimate, but she does not fall. She's sitting on 152 HP. This is going to keep them on the objective, but they do need a big pick here. Oh, just able to get away from that again. She's going to try and keep her Sigma healthier than the enemy Sigma, which is Cam, who is low, but was able to back up and will most likely get some heals and stay alive in this situation. Leah's trying to heal everybody at this point. Just able to get to Arisa, but Arisa does end up getting taken out by Sigma. As we see all 12 players for each team just battling it out here on the payload. EC Sports one trying to do everything they can as Cassidy, but does eventually get taken out. As the Goddesses will be forced to regroup and head back over to this payload. Have it about halfway through to that next checkpoint with 2 minutes left. Not in a bad position. Just really need a huge elimination here. Oh, and a huge stun from Sigma. Able to back off, but gets knocked straight into a Roadhog and the rest of the squad and will be taken out.
You know what? That was a...
Here we go. Sevens. Looks like she has her ultimate. Mushroom Cat has her ultimate. This is going to be the time she's going to use it and go towards that Roadhog. Instead starts focusing on the healers of the other team. But because she's put to sleep, that ultimate will be shut down. As Zevin's trying to do everything she can, but is low. A minute 20 here. Neo trying to back up just a little bit until the team can get close. Mushroom Cat gets revived. But with our team wiped out, not going to be able to do a ton here.
Yeah. Let's ult combo.
And does ultimately get taken out by the Ana from the Augusta squad. Man, these two teams are going back and forth. One thing you want to see out of the Goddesses here, they are a great team. They just need to line up these ultimates together to get a quick team wipe.
Okay, ult now. Ult
Here
now.
comes Lucio trying to get in the mix. Sigma gets hit with that ultimate. Zevin, she is taken out. Mushroom Cat is taken out. Only Squeak Mouse left.
Thanks for guys.
The Squeak Mouse is able to get the res on Zevins. Mushroom Cat gonna do her best just to get back to this objective. With only one player left over there standing, it's not looking great. Mushroom Cat just gonna take her time, watch this top angle, get the attention on her, and hopefully her teammates will be able to come through when she hits the teleport.
Oh, good point.
She's not able to get any heals off because of the Ana, and will be taken out again. And we are looking at round 1 with 1 point to the Goddesses. These two teams are neck and neck. They are battling it out. Like, it is just so even right now. 1 second you think the Goddesses are going to run all over them, and then the Gnomes come back and, as we saw there, put on a beautiful display of just not letting anyone push through and get that payload moving.
Yeah, Maya.
Yeah.
How good are you with Genshin?
Our team is
Don't play
assembled.
Genshin. Don't play Genshin.
We are ready to go.
Later.
This time the Goddesses will be defending, as the Gnomes will be attacking this payload here on the same part of the map.
Who did you get?
Let's see how the Goddesses decide to set up for this one. I know we saw in the last map they didn't want to stay directly at the spawn. They played a little bit back, which did not end up working out, but you can understand the
Don't play
strategy.
Genshin yet.
Just not allowing their team to get picked off easily. And it looks like they're gonna
really
go
don't
for
like
that same type of
healers
strategy.
because
Just
they
allow
Go down. Pace,
the
go
gnomes
down.
to push
Go
that
down,
payload
Pace.
up a
Go
little
down,
bit and
Pace.
then run into
learning
some trouble as
Go
they get
down.
towards this
Everyone go
bridge.
down. We're gonna let
Or
them
the
get
streetway
point.
here, the first choke point of the map. Cat doing a great job. Probably going to be able to take up more right here, and that's exactly what they do, now focusing on Hammy. Not quite able to finish that elimination, as Hammy's probably going to be able to go back to spawn and get some heals. Leah trying to help Junkrat out as much as she can. Who's getting pushed by the Sigma. She's able to help a perfect amount and get that elimination as we see 3 more players from the Gnome side trying to push onto our Sigma. But Mushroom Cat is here to keep the heals in, keep Sigma alive, and that'll allow for the rest of the team to focus on getting those eliminations to push that team off. And it looks like the Gnomes will be forced to regroup. Comes the next push by the Gnomes. Looks like all 6. Little do they know Mushroom Cat got the ultimate. But because of Anna's stun, she's not able to get heals while she's using it and gets taken out relatively quickly. But Neo with a 2-piece. Gonna keep them all right, but there comes the enemy soldier who's able to pick up 2. BC Sports 1 gets 1 with their Junkrat ultimate and gets another elimination with the detonation. So does a good job of just stalling the Gnomes, not allowing them to just push up too free while other players are respawning. They're doing a good job of just jumping around this team, but he's gonna run into some trouble here in a second as all 6 are trying to figure out where she is. And does eventually get taken out by the Ana. Ana has had her number today. Great rivalry. We've seen Mushroom Cat get some amazing eliminations on her as well. As Dio's gonna end up switching to Genji off a soldier. Zedbins does have her ultimate. We'll see how she decides to use it. Here comes Genji to help Mushroom Cat out. We have 5 people from the Gnome side on the payload. There's absolute destruction's coming in. Switching to a Doomfist was a really beautiful move by Augusta, because he's already getting a ton of eliminations here.
That was a great play, though.
As we see him get another one in the kill feed.
Hurry, go.
Goddess is gonna have to start stopping this team if they're able to get to that yellow tab we see in the middle of the screen. That will be game. They're contesting the point. Not seeing a lot of players fall for Augusta. The Goddesses are going to be forced to throw themselves onto this payload and try and just stop them from moving it any further, but not able to quite do so. And Augusta Gnomes will come up on top in this series 2-0. Really great effort there by the Goddesses. Just not quite able to get it done, you know, just pretty unlucky a lot of times, as we saw Mushroom Cat get those beautiful ultimates in, but just get taken out by like getting put to sleep by Ana or getting hooked by Roadhog. Just unfortunate events, but you know, they're gonna come out better the other side. Zevins with some huge objective time, as we can see, just doing everything she can. Just really great effort by them, and I'm really excited to see what they have stirring up for next week as they're able to play again. So on that note, folks, I'm going to go coach my Valorant team. We're going to have Matty J come in here and take over the stream. Show them a lot of love. I appreciate you guys tuning in with me so far for these first 2 Overwatch games. We will be back with some Valorant. Alrighty, and welcome back everybody to Beach City Esports. Right now we have our Valorant against Lake Norman Silver. And right now we are watching Wild Rage playing as Reyna with a clean ghost skin. And he actually bought that ghost first round, so we'll see. It looks like Lake Norman is making a push for the B site right now as Josh is going to wait. And it looks like Beach City is going to take off a couple, leaving one Reyna left back on that B spawn right there. As we're going to look around, and that Reyna is going to get one. And there we go. Winstonian is going to take the first round for our Trash Pandas here. So for those of you who don't know, Valorant can be and is a very strategic game, one that is also very hard at certain times, just because you gotta be standing still when you're shooting, otherwise your bullets are gonna go everywhere. This is a game that takes a lot of patience and is not for those who do not want to game seriously. Alrighty, so right now we got Winsonian. He's gonna be hiding back towards Showers at A. And it looks like we got Neo sitting across spawn with Kalen taking that heaven spot back at A as well. And it looks like we are going to get a full push from B to B. And right now we're watching the enemy Sky. That's Deadpool Man, the 22. And he's playing as Sky. Sky is a character which can both heal and stun at the same time. And it looks like the B City Trash Pandas are going to full stack this with Rainbow Rhino looking at the ground. We're going to see what happens. Maybe a little AFK action here as Winsonian's going around. And little do our Trash Pandas know that they did actually rotate, which is a great play, as Machu is going to plant at A right now and see what our Trash Pandas can do here. If you're another center watching, welcome to Beach City Esports, and let's do this. Winstonian gonna go around the corner. Not silent walking yet, just trying to get there as Neo's about to come up with some conflict right here. As we're going to take out one, Neo's going to get stunned. Little does he know there's one right there to his right, and he is going to get him. And the Beach City Esports is going to defuse the bomb for another round too. And a good strategy for Valorant is even if you were to finish the round, always plant or defuse that bomb. Get those extra 300 credits there. As we're going to head into round 2. It looks like Lake Norman is opting, or they were full buying for a second there, but now they're going to go ahead, stick the Spectres, pistols, and a couple heavy with some light armor in there. And right now we got Winstonian leading the team 3-0, with tied for top frag is Dr. Frag Master, no pun intended. And we're going to go ahead and see what happens here. And it looks like Beach City, you could tell there's been some progression throughout the weeks because they are just so much more patient when it comes to these battles in between here. And it looks like they are going to identify that it is a push. We will see how they play this. But it looks like Lake Norman might not be too afraid to go back to B, but it looks like that chamber with Spike is just sitting A side right now. Mid, with the entire team about to make a push through the middle. Usually in online competitive mode, if you're playing that on Valorant, these middle pushes can work when done correctly, as we also saw Optic doing it in the tournament a couple weeks ago. So we'll see here. As you can tell right there, Rainbow Rhino decided to peek, and that wasn't a good peek. When you're on defense, most of the time, you kind of just want to play time, let them, force them to get that bomb off and work around you, as right now it's going to be left to our Fade and Killjoy here, as they're going to peek, get a lucky peek, gets one, as the chamber will clean up the rest, and it looks like we got a good game on our hands here, folks. Alrighty, so chamber, watching the enemy chamber, and that is Machu, and Cat E Kitten rocking that fan. And that is a very nice fan here with some great animations. Wish I could have one for myself, but that is all right. We're going to head back here to Wild Rage playing as Reyna with Dr. Fragmaster as Yoru. These two love to run it together. As Wild Rage is going to check out, and it looks like we have a push once again from this Lake Norman squad, as they're just going to go full mid right now. And Beach City did have trouble stopping this last round, so we're going to see how this works out. Keep in mind, though, Yoru does have his ult if needed along with that enemy chamber Machu as well. And it seems Winstonian is going to take one as Rainbow Rhino is going to drop. And Dr. Fragmaster heading for that flank with that Brimstone watching that flank, unfortunately. And we're going to go ahead and see what happens here as Machu's going to be taking that middle right there. Everyone's just holding an angle. And this is what you want to see. We just want them playing time.
There.
It's play time. Make them force the action. You can just react. And let's see here. Rage kind of heading back a little bit. Maybe checking for a flip. Notices that flip is no more. As Machu's going to try and pick off one. Looks like he's going to be go ahead and get that bomb off. And I would like to see Winstonian maybe using his abilities more often as this fade. As they will take this next round, give us 1 second. We will be right back. Alrighty, and we are back. Thank you for the patience, and here we go for round number 5 here. It's gonna see, it looks like Dr. Fragmaster right now, so keep in mind he is playing defense. And yes, they did not come aside, but that is a very, very aggressive peak for him to be taking, going against a team of this stature. And we're gonna see, it looks like he's gonna try, shoot something over there. And Lake Norman is still deciding whether or not they're going to be pushing A or B. It looks like they're going to stick with B. And what we want to see here is we just want to see these trash pandas just wait right here. Just pick an angle, hold that angle, let them come to you. As there are 2 heaven right here. Dr. Fragmaster, unfortunately, is not going to be able to take that first one. Smoke, and he's going to pick up his teammate Spectre. There's one planting right there. He's gonna have to get this one. Now he's gonna have to turn around right there. Can he do it? He can. A huge clutch up for our Valorant squad right there. All right, we can hear some great coaching from Nikki J on the outside, just making sure everyone's staying tuned. Let's go ahead and hop on Dr. Fragmaster here, playing in that Yoru. And we're going to see what he can do. And going back to Dr. Fragmaster's last play right there, when he was kind of just spraying and praying, trying to get some stuff done right there. That's not necessarily going to work in Valorant, because the more you spray, the more your bullets just continue to fly everywhere. And we are going to get a hard B push here from Lake Norman with Dr. Fragmaster peeking super, super aggressively. We kind of just want him to calm down right now and just be patient with it. As you can see him right here, he picked that corner as we got an ultimate use from Fade. So they should be aware as 2 are going to drop. It is now a 3v4 for the Trash Pandas against Lake Norman. Lake Norman, of course, always in the game, a great program with a bunch of great players, and we are proud to be playing against them. As Dr. Fragmaster is just going to hold with Wild Rage. Here comes that Reyna, and he's able to take one out, but that chamber as Wild Rage is going to take out another one. Hopefully that Killjoy can rotate back over to help them out here. As Yoru getting a little sketchy here with the peaks. And he is just being very, very aggressive. He's not going to be able to take out one, as Neo is going to drop the other 2. And just great play right now from these Trash Pandas, but Lake Norman is not a team to be messed with. That is 100% true. As we're going to head into this next round here, this is going to be round 7. And we'll see what happens. And I'll let you know that this Beach City Trash Pandas team, they're looking for a win. You're talking about a team that is going up against competition that some would say is way in over their head, but they never back down. They're always ready to play, always got a smile on their face, willing to face anyone, anytime. As Dr. Fragmaster is just going to hang out, Winstonian is going to take this. which is going to cause a lot of noise and is not a good look for our trash pandas right now, as all three of them are trapped in there. And this was not a smart strategy. And it looks like Winston is going to go ahead and use one ability. He's going to get dropped. As two are going to drop, Wild Rage is going to take out three. Wild Rage with three. He's going to reload, and they will get the round. And that was a huge round right there by our trash pandas. But do keep in mind that this Lake Norman team is unfortunately down a player. And but that's alright. We're going to keep going on, pushing through. And with a nice knife right here. Kind of a karambit kind of style if anyone's played CSGO before. And we're gonna see what happens here. This time we're gonna go ahead and watch Rainbow Rhino playing as Neon. Neon's pretty good because you have that ability to sprint and really mess that up, as they're gonna go through the teleporter again. And Rainbow Rhino is just gonna be very patient. And right, this is one of those situations watching this player where you don't really want to be zoomed in right here, because that's not going to help you much, as there's three once again in that tunnel. And Rainbow Rhino struggling a little bit to keep their aim straight, got their teammates stuck in the corner right now, and there's a person right out to their left, as Dr. Fragmaster is going to drop him. There is now one Brimstone left, working on that Brimstone, and that Brimstone is eliminated. Alright, now Dr. Fragmaster. We're gonna go ahead and get going. We'll go ahead and check out on Fade here. Fade is the newest agent in Valorant. Fade has the ability to send. Basically what it does is, once those abilities get on them, they are actually deafened. They can't hear as well, and their sight's a little disoriented. So it kind of makes it harder to know what's going around and have that game awareness, as we're gonna head into our next round. And the Trash Pandas really love that one in tunnel spot. That's something new for me to see here. And as we're going to watch Neo rocking the Vandal, walking mid, and everyone's caring way too much about that center tunnel. I'm not quite sure why, but if that's a strategy we're going with today, that's what we're going with. As Dr. Fragmaster is just going to try and keep his cool, as Winstonian is going to eliminate one in that tunnel. Wild Rage coming with the flank. It is currently a 3v3, anyone's game, now a 3v1 for Lake Norman, as we'll see if Wild Rage is able to clutch right here, as Chamber's going to walk out right there. And unfortunately, he's not going to be able to hit that. And Valorant is just one of those games where if you get that first flick of the mouse correct right on that head, it's going to be game over every time. But that's nothing new to Wild Rage here, as he is one of our most competitive and veteran players here on Valorant, showing off his nice skin there, a little purple, nice. All right, Neo is now getting ready. And we are going to go ahead and jump into it. Neo playing as a Killjoy is going to put up a turret and is going to go ahead and use that Killjoy right now and make him spread over. So it looks like Lake Norman will be pushing back to A.
Spike down, attacker spawn.
Watching this.
And we are going to see what happens. The spike is down. So what we want to see from these Trash Pandas is they should only be defending that spike right now. Still not quite sure why everyone's sitting in that middle tunnel. We'll see now as they start to rotate towards that bomb. And hopefully they are just going to just be very patient about that and watch that.
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
And that sky is on. Unfortunately, they are not going to be able to pull it off. And we will be right back, folks.
Enemy remaining.
Whatever you do next, do it together. You can all go through window, all go through lobby. Just stay together. Alright, Nehemiah's gonna watch TP, you guys watch mid. No. Wait till you get on point. Someone's gotta watch TP.
You should run. One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
Play together, okay? We gotta expect, like, if we go A, there's gonna be operator heaven, right? If we go B, there's gonna be opposite on the door. So if you guys are gonna go through mid right here, someone has, we need two people peeking
Don't peek, you might don't peek.
No, don't make any noise.
Don't even peek. Just waste time, honestly. Honestly, just waste time. Just waste time.
They'll know.
Honestly, just wait until there's like 20 seconds left. Actually, just chill. Don't move. Don't move, actually. Don't chill. Don't move. Don't peek. Don't peek. Oh, now he's saying AFK. Yes. Go behind. Hey! Push it, you guys. Push it. It's our
Everyone
time.
go through mid now.
Push it. It's our time. It's our time.
Josh, watch out.
Oh my God.
2 seconds left. One enemy remaining. There. Seconds left. Spike planted.
Alrighty, and we are back here. So we're gonna see what our trash pandas can do. Because we got this Killjoy hanging out here, which is Neo. Let's see what Neo is able to do. As unfortunately they're going to get stopped by that chamber right there. Infused, which is going to put us at 7-12 in favor of like